Welcome to this video on the Rawa channel. My name is Sri Satguru, Buddha Rawa Bhagwan. In today's video on the Rawa channel, we will talk about the angel Gabriel. So, although this won't be an exhaustive talk on the angel Gabriel, I will talk a little bit more about the angel Gabriel, who is a dear friend of mine. So the angel Gabriel is the angel of the west wind, the angel of the light that speaks, the angel that brings the message when messages are brought from heaven. So the angel Gabriel is a messenger, and more than a messenger, but has served the role of messenger. And when the angel Gabriel comes, the angel Gabriel usually comes as a amazing being that just kind of takes your breath away, imposing and in splendor, with wings and glory. And that's a little facade that the angel Gabriel puts on when the angel Gabriel comes here to give a message, because it's an effective way to get a message across, with some awe and, right, some special effects. And then the message is received sometimes with more efficiency. And that shows the wisdom of Gabriel. But the angel Gabriel, I'm going to tell a story about the angel Gabriel in this video, and this is a story, a true story. And there came a time in heaven, and in heaven the angels receive instruction from the light of God. So imagine a glowing orb or sun of light that descends in the central Colosseum, an angel in paradise on the top level, and gives instructions to all the angels, the instructions of God. And the angels sing to the light that descends, sing to God, right, in the great Colosseum in heaven, the amphitheater where the light descends. And the angels do a procession where they bring in a cross, like in the Catholic faith, into the Colosseum, like a church. And this is the equivalent of the ceremonies that are done by the angels, right, that are done in the Catholic Church, of bringing in the cross down the aisle, right, into the altar. And that's why you often see above on the Catholic Church a sun symbol, right, above the altar or close to it, right, a sunburst, possibly, right, to symbolize that sun that descends like in heaven. And so the angels exist at the top level of heaven, and in heaven there's a very advanced technology elevator which brings to the different levels of heaven, which are worlds into themselves. So the elevator brings into the different worlds of heaven, and those are all the heavens that fall under the heaven of the angels, right, and of God the Father that instructs them from above, right? So Jesus exists in one of the levels on that heaven in body, right? And the angel Gabriel also exists in that heaven and operates at the level of that heaven and comes here for messages sometimes, but for people. So the angel Gabriel, I'm going to tell a story. As the archangel Raphael worked on a plan in heaven to bring together a Buddha and Rudra Shiva, the being that existed in his level in heaven, together, and also with him to enter a soul, as they have that technology in heaven to create souls. And the soul can have up to 4 components, right? Visualize a cross with a component in each corner, right? So you can have three beings that enter the soul and create the newly composed soul, which becomes the fourth component, the original component, which leads to the merging of those components into the culmination of all those elements coming together and all those development pathways within the system coming together, right? And so they had that plan in heaven to make this soul, and Rudra Shiva agreed, and so did the Buddha, right? The Buddha, and they entered the soul with the Archangel Raphael. But while this was taking place, right, before this took place, the Archangel Raphael traveled to the realm of the Buddhas to convince the Buddhas to agree to join, to find a Buddha that would agree to join, and one agreed, right? One was brought forward. And also then traveled to the lodge of Rudra, where he lived with his attendants, and convinced him to join. And then the Buddha came, and then the Rudra came, and all his fire and glory into the realm of heaven, the realm of the angels, and all the angels were scared except the Archangel Raphael, who also has a sword, right? And they basically calmed the Rudra, and the Rudra basically said, let's do this, right? And the combination of all those parts of the soul was the storyline for the creation of the soul of God the Father. So that soul rose to the level of God the Father, what became God the Father, and the avatar of God the Father, right, who descended as an avatar, right, the avatar of Vishnu, or Parasiva, right, the god Rasiva, in short, the god of the mountain, the god that created the story of Kailash mountain, the god of the mountain. So, yes, so the Archangel Gabriel traveled with the Archangel Raphael to the realm of the Buddhas and to the realm of Shiva. And before they left the realm of Shiva, the Archangel Raphael said to the Archangel Gabriel, this is where we leave our weapons. We do not bring our weapons with us to the realm of Shiva, right? Because we do not want to be seen coming to the realm of Shiva with weapons, right? So they came without weapons and were graded very, very well, of course. And basically from there, the union of the different realms of heaven came together, right? And the culmination of their different streams of development, right? The stream of development of the Archangel Raphael, which had all the stones, all the colors, all the crystals, all the healing powers, all of that, right? All the magic powers. And then the culmination of Shiva and the development of Shiva as his place within the story as the storyline of God. The Rudra Shiva being that was created in his window by Parasiva. And then the Buddha. So the different streams of development came together to become the components of the soul and descent of God, in the culmination of all the powers and all the streams. God the Father. So the Archangel Gabriel was involved directly in the descent and creation of the soul of God the Father for his avatar, right? And worked on this process and traveled with the Archangel Raphael to the different realms to talk to the different beings and to get this process established, right? For this to happen. So the Archangel Gabriel also comes as a messenger, but in heaven looks very much like a very gentle angel. You know, although the angel Gabriel comes here and when talks to someone, it can be very impressive and awe-inspiring, and the wingspan and all of this, but the Archangel Gabriel is very peaceful, right? And very calm and very composed and very wise, right? And serves, functions in the system as a being, as a sentient and powerful being. And one of those functions is to be the messenger to people here that receive a message from heaven. A little bit of information about the Archangel Raphael, the Angel Gabriel, a little bit more information about heaven. Thank you for listening to this video on the Zen Warrior channel.